On today's review, we will be reviewing the McFarlane Toys Halo 4/5 Spartan CIO Violet or Purple, whatever you prefer. And this is a very, no offense, it's kind of basic paint Spartan. It is mostly, the violet purple with some little bits of white and gunmetal and, black here and there. I do like the helmet. It is a really cool looking helmet. Articulation though is a little hindered by it just being kind of stiff. You can look down that far and up that far. Arms can go T-pose all the way out like that, and of course full 360. It does have about 95 degree elbow turn. There is of course the usual swivels at the arms, swivel at the hand, kind of stuff we see with a lot of the Halo 4 and 5 McFarlane era toys. It's very, unfortunately stiff articulation. But yeah, besides that, I do enjoy a good Spartan design, and I do like this character's design. I like his weapon for sure. We'll look at that real fast. It is that of a DMR, which is really detailed and really cool. I just think that's amazing. There's like a needle hole right there almost, kind of for the muzzle. But yeah, that is really cool in the scope. Yeah, the weapon's really cool. There's a lot to be, gone over when it comes to this line of figures. I just really wish they had, a little bit better articulation. I like the idea of, Spartan variations, but it's just the coloring too. It's just so violet purple. Almost sounded like I said violet purple. It would have been nice to have, another color over it, but I think it's a decent figure. I'm going to strike it in a pose and give my final thoughts on it. And here we have him on a battle ready, or more like getting ready for battle pose. I decided for the pose to have the DMR on the back and have the figure kind of grabbing it, getting ready for battle. My final thoughts on this, it's about a 2 out of 5. It's not the greatest figure out of this line of figures. I definitely like the Spartan Soldier or just the Master Chief, or even like some of the other, figures from the line, just a little bit better. Probably a lot better actually, but overall it is a decent figure. Really cool silhouette on the shelf. I just don't know if it's something that I necessarily would need to have on the shelf with so many other figures from the line. It was definitely a, when it comes to McFarlane stuff, they really push the Spartan variations of armors after they pretty much completed the characters from the game. So with Halo 4 and 5, they finished a lot of, the aliens, the Forerunners, and the villains and Master Chief and all of them. So then they started putting out, more Spartans towards the end. I think this was in a wave of I want to say 6 figures with exclusives, and I think a majority of them were Spartan variations with 1 or 2 named, non-Spartans. But yeah, it's an okay figure, just I'm not as attached to it as some of the other figures in the line. I think it could definitely use some improvements when it comes to paint apps. I feel like this one you don't get to see any of the kind of gunmetal scuffs and stuff like that some of them have on the armor to give it more, detail because of that violet-y, shiny purple. But overall, an okay figure. Like always, hit that like button, comment down below what you thought of the figure, if you had this figure, when it came out, or if you still have it. Leave that, a comment about it, even if it's not anything to do with the toy. Maybe it could be something about Halo. Subscribe if you're not already. If you are, thank you so much. It helps the channel out a lot, along with the likes and the comments. Share this with anyone who might get a kick out of it, be it a Halo fan or an action figure fan in your life. And thank you so much for stopping by. Hit that notification bell for the next time. And thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one.